Today we are reviewing 10 more declined logos from LogoGround. My name is Andre Leroux. Let's begin. We start today with a cool car. Slightly generic, but not a bad design. The problem is that is an existing product. Specifically this one, a Porsche 918 Spider. It's a beautiful car, very sexy design, but you cannot use an existing product in your logo. That shape is part of the Porsche brand. It belongs to Porsche. Besides, a company using this logo would confuse consumers who might think that this company is somehow related to Porsche, or a subsidiary, or somehow endorsed by Porsche. Next up, we have a skull with a zipper mouth. I really like this design. I think it is clever, and I can see this as a trendy clothing brand. The skull is a little generic, made unique by the zipper, but the zipper is a small part of the design. The thing that makes it generic is easy to see, and the thing that makes it unique is hard to see. You want it the other way around. The thing that makes it unique has to be the main thing, visually the main thing. Next, we have a very bad design, but we're not going to spend much time on it because we found this. The mountain and sun and clouds are copied. You cannot take someone else's work and present it as your own. Well, you can, but then you must expect to be banned from LogoGround. Next up is a carrot drink logo. It's not bad, I just can't see this logo selling. For some reason, carrots are popular with logo designers. Maybe it's because it's an easy, fun shape to work with, but carrot logos don't sell. You can see that for yourself. Look at this. If we go to the LogoGround gallery, then click on a topic, then in the URL up here, change that last word to carrot. We get the top 100 carrot logos on LogoGround. And you can see how many were sold. There's 1, 2. Only 2 out of the top 100 carrot logos have been sold. Let's compare it to something else. I picked gorillas and I counted 21 sold logos in the top 100. So if we take that as roughly representative, then if you make 2 logos, a gorilla logo and a carrot logo, it is more than 10 times more likely that your gorilla logo will sell long before your carrot logo. Of course, you can still make a carrot logo if you really must, but it would have to be spectacular if you want to have a hope of selling it. Or don't waste your time with carrots. Logo buyers don't want them. Next, a logo with the letters DX. Not bad, but not interesting or memorable either. It feels like a million other logos, even if it does not look exactly like any of them. This design is simply not interesting enough to qualify for LogoGround. Next, we have an unusual case. The designer uploaded this logo. The title is Molotov Logo. It's based on the so-called Molotov cocktail, a homemade incendiary weapon. We declined this logo, and then the next day the designer uploaded this, the same logo with a red circle added. Nope, that's like throwing away designer reputation points, because obviously it will be declined again. Nothing really changed. But there is a plot twist. Directly after this logo, the designer also uploaded this one. It's the same logo. The bottle is flipped, the red dot is gone, and a label added. It's like the designer figured, well, if they don't like this one, maybe they will like that one. This is a guaranteed decline on LogoGround. You cannot upload more than one version of a logo and expect the site admins to pick the best one. That's your job. Part of being a designer is choosing between different iterations of a design, identifying the best one. Your ability to discern is part of the value that you bring to the table. Next, we have a reasonably well drawn spiral rose logo. This one is simply too generic. Unfortunately, there are already many like it. You would have to be more creative, find a way to make your logo different from all the others. Next, we have a goat. Not terrible, somewhat boring, What I want to point out here is the use of gradients. There is a radial gradient being used here, and the same radial gradient is applied individually to each section of the logo. That is a bad idea. It does not create a very convincing metallic effect, and it looks lazy. Gradients can be great, but they are not a quick fix that you can use to make a mediocre design more interesting. Next logo, and we have a combination of a battery and piano keys. The concept isn't clear. I can't really see what type of company would need that combination. A piano recharging app? I don't know. And it is a very generic battery and very generic piano keys, which means that this design is more like an icon or clip art than a logo. And the last logo today is a flower pattern. Like with the DX logo earlier, there probably isn't another design that is exactly like this flower pattern in every way, but there are millions of flower patterns out there. It's not a logo, not unique enough and not memorable enough to be a logo. And that's a wrap. More logos next time. Thanks for watching.